Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, before President William Ruto jetting to the US, he convened a meeting at Statehouse, and this was a meeting between the president and all the newly elected leaders who are now being taken as the broad-based leaders. We are talking about leaders who are elected in just concluded by-elections. So there are those who were elected under ODM, then UDA, and those other political parties within Kenya Kwanza. So Ruto has made it larger and is referring to it as broad-based. So this were broad-based elected leaders. So it is emerging that the senior official leaders of the ODM party snubbed that meeting at Statehouse. If you check in Taifa Leo, Oburu alivyorukwa ziarani Ikulu. Daily Nation, Statehouse snub exposes ODM rift. That story has been shared there. So the question has been, we saw the ODM party holding a celebration meeting to welcome the newly elected leaders at Orange House. In this meeting, the ODM Executive Director, Oduoro Ongwen, attended. The ODM Secretary General, Edwin Sifuna, attended. The ODM Deputy Party Leader, Godfrey Osoti, was present. Simba Arati, who also is the Deputy Party Leader, was present. Governor Abdulswamad Nasir, another Deputy Party Leader, he attended the meeting at Orange House. How comes they did not find time to attend the Statehouse meeting, if they were all aware that they leave Oburu Odinga to go to Statehouse alone with the newly elected leaders on ODM ticket? That is the big question that we are also asking on this Punchline, and it's a discussion I would want us to have here to understand really where is the broad-based heading to. But before we go deep into this discussion, I have a quick and humble request. For those who are watching the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give the video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, if you read the story, you see whether these are the leaders who are welcomed to the, who are invited to this meeting from the ODM side. We have Boyd Were, Kaspul, Moses Omondi, Ugenya, and Henry Kombe Magarini. These were the only leaders standing beside Oburu when Ruto welcomed them alongside newly elected members of the ruling UDA party. Hao ndio walikuwa. Na hao ndio walikuwa kwa by election wakashinda. Kwa hivyo inamaanisha ni Oburu Odinga na hawa jamaa ndio waliingia State House. Now, why the other people did not attend? Again, an ODM official who was present at the morning meeting at Chungwa House claimed that State House had contacted the newly MPs directly by passing the party leadership and only send a formal invitation when lawmakers informed Oburu. Hawa jamaa walipata direct invitation from State House, sio kupitia kwa party leader. Then wakaona akuenda polepole itakuwa tumeanza kuwa kinyume na uongozi wa chama. Wakaamua waambie party leader that is the procedure. So the emerging details is that ODM officials deliberately stayed away in a protest in what they are terming as the Statehouse overreach. That is the reason number one. They take it as a disrespect for the party structure and smearing internal tension. The procedure is that you talk to Oburu Odinga, send him a formal invitation, then let Oburu Odinga communicate it to the leaders and then look for a team that he will work with it to State House. But you've reached to his people directly, then now formal invitation now comes in later. What did I say at one point? William Ruto is interested in working with ODM, but not working with the ODM that is in a position of strength. He wants a weak, manageable ODM party. How do you make it weak? Starts penetrating directly like what he's trying to do here without following the party structure. You start managing ODM directly. Because when you do like this, then these leaders comes to State House without the information of the party leader. Then they are going to look down upon their party leader. Disrespect. Then that will bring defiance. Then that will bring disunity in the party. Then that will bring down this political party. Hiyo ndio kitu Mheshimiwa William Ruto anaweza kuwa anataka kufanya. So hawa jamaa waliona hapana, this guy is trying to manage us. So what do? Avoid it. You see? That is Ruto. And these guys have been able to see this very early. That they want to celebrate, but he's calling these guys. So what if they had gone without informing Oburu? Party wrangles now start from there. So yes, Ruto want to work with ODM, but not a powerful ODM. He want a weak ODM party. These are internal issues. There's another issue of intense internal tensions, and particularly when you look at the issue of Homa Bay Kasipul by-election. There was issues. Remember, the member of parliament who was actually the chief agent there, alipigwa mbele ya polisi. Then his security was disarmed. Orders coming from the opponent of the ODM candidate. There is that dispute that is still there also. It makes ODM to feel uncomfortable. And due to that also again, they feel it is not the right time to go to State House. Ruto is not genuine. The other reason, if ODM will start going to State House like that, without a proper structural conversation and agreement, already, when it will come to the issue of coming to the table and agreeing, they will be negotiating from a point of weakness because already they have been engaging with William Ruto earlier. Kwa hivyo anawapima. Nikiwaita watakuja. Watakuja tu ama watataka the issue of structure and all those other things. So, in all these things, Ruto anapima ODM party. And the ODM has to act in a way that will show him that hautachukua tu vile umefikiria kwa haraka hivyo hapana. It cannot work in that way. So that is what has happened there. And with this move, ODM has to stay strong and make a decision. Will the party grow under William Ruto, or it is going to lose most of its support under William Ruto before they go to any engagement with Ruto? There is the Babu Owino, Edwin Sifuna quarters that believe that ODM is not a UDA and Ruto is not the right direction that they should go to. They have their different views. I don't have views. But please let us below the comment section so that we can continue with our discussion. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up to this far, and see you in our next video.